B. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comic coming up is so special. She's so hilarious. She taught me comedy, so if you think I'm funny, you can blame her. It's so nice to have her. It's her third time, I think, on the show, but it could be her second. I don't teach math. I don't fucking know. But either way, it's great to have her back. She does all sorts of creative and spiritual and just sweet things that are fucking hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, Brenna Kelly.
Oh, come on, give it up for the mommy. That's right, I'm not afraid to ask for the attention. So, I've been married and I've been single. Either way, I'm screwed. Yeah.
I got that.
Did you?
I got that.
I'm glad. So, I'm a former good Catholic girl. I got married at 18 so I could have sex whenever I wanted. Woo! Faulty logic. My husband, at age 19, wanted sex once a week. I wanted sex once in the AM and once in the PM. So different sexual appetites. I determined, because he was my only point of reference, that I was not desirable. And when my girlfriends would tell me about their insatiable husbands, that was further evidence that I was not desirable. Faulty logic. Yes, yes, yes. So just before I hit 30, I took a college class in human sexuality. Turned out I was an A student. I was ready for the practicum, which was my Aphrodite decade. Wow, it was great. And of course my marriage didn't last, and that's okay. I mean, we did our best. We had pet names for each other. He called me Cupcake. I called him non-communicative life date. Yeah, so out of that 21-year marriage, 3 gorgeous daughters. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone raise daughters? It's a trip. Is it not a trip? I mean, it kind of like speeds up the aging process, you know? My hands gnarled, a hunch crew on my back. She's got a child, look away! That was really great for my self-esteem, so yeah. Freshly divorced, my first lover was a Buddhist actor, alcoholic, fellow comedian. Woo! Let me tell you about this guy. He looked like a mean motherfucker. And in his dating profile, he said, I like leather. Well, I was a tad naive. I thought that was a fashion choice. He was into BDSM. And I have to tell you that I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if my man wants to buy me expensive leather boots and be punished, I can accommodate that. That's fine. Yeah, so that was the first guy. The second guy was an Englishman, former professional soccer player from England. I could not figure out if he was English or he was an alcoholic. Turned out he was both. The pleasures of dating. It's quite magical. I had no idea that I would be, shall we say, unmarried for 14 years. That it would take 14 years to find the one. But ladies and gentlemen, I have found the one. It's quite exciting, actually. Last year, I was crossing the street in Jack London Square in Oakland, and this gorgeous man bounded out of Starbucks, dressed as a businessman, and invited me to lunch. I'm like, yeah. So I went to lunch with him, and over lunch, he's telling me about how he lived on this houseboat in the marina, and would I like to go see it? I'm down for that. So we go to this houseboat, and it turns out it's an entire arts community, and they're acting like he's the conquering hero. And he's got his hand on the small of my back, and he's introducing me as his woman. I kind of like that. By the way, did I mention he's Brazilian? If you have not had a Brazilian, I suggest you try at least one. So later in that day, about 5 p.m., we go to this upscale coffee house, and he says to me, Brenna, I do not want to lose you. Okay, I admit I'm a little slow on the uptake, so I said, I really don't know what that means. What are you telling me? I do not have to be anywhere until 5 p.m. on Monday. Oh. The sex was fantastic. It's a week-long first date. Just information, people. It's not a fucking punchline. Get over it. So within 6 weeks, he talked me into moving in with him in the Silicon Valley. And I moved up there, and he rented a moving truck. He was so chivalrous, you know, and when that last stick of furniture got moved in, everything changed. And I was like, damn it, that's why my parents said never shack up with a man. That was my first time shacking up, so. We were supposed to go to Brazil in November for a month, and right before we left, we were sitting side by side on our smartphones, and I looked over and he had created a dating profile. I don't really want to go to a third world country with a man who's on a dating site. And he says, no, this is a fascinating application, look. And he shows me his dating profile, and it's a picture of the two of us. Great, now people think we're looking for a third. No! So I didn't go to Brazil, and I really thought it was over. And let me say this, the only two men that I brought to this show, Daniel laughed at your porno joke. Ladies and gentlemen, my Brazilians. I love them. They're fabulous. So can I get you to toast with me? Let's toast to my recovery. Clink, clink. Clink, clink, clink. Thank you for your sincerity. It touches my heart. I'm in recovery from the short haircut. Hey, yeah, I know. So, yeah. If you're not happy in your relationship, ladies, please do not touch the hair. A little styling tip. Curly hair doesn't spike. I wasn't going for the pubic look, but I got it. Yeah, growing out of a bad haircut is like bad sex. You just do not want it. I guess I'm speaking to the ladies because we know the men will take anything. Yeah, I'd grow out of the mullet phase. Viva la mullet! Fontana forever. Yeah, so I realized I needed to go into recovery when I couldn't remember my kids' names. I was like, ponytail girl, yes, you. Get yourself in the kitchen, make mommy martini. Thank you, dear. Yeah. So I have to say, being back on the stand-up comedy stage in a fine venue like this with delicious Swiss mushroom burgers, I love it here. Does this place not rock? Did you guys eat here? Yeah. Yummy. Have the Swiss mushroom burger. And Driggs, oh my God, do you have any idea what a Renaissance man Driggs is? Not only does he produce this fine monthly comedy show, but he is also a teacher of our children, a lawyer, and an author. Ladies and gentlemen, you can buy his book right over here. I wouldn't miss out on that opportunity. I own that book. I bought it early on. I did. Yes. So I'm going to close with this. This is not my big closer. I'm moving towards my big closer, but it's kind of like the right before the big closer. How many people watch HBO? Oh my God, a tip. Have you, Jennifer, have you watched I'm Dying Up Here? Oh my God, I love that show. You know that's Mitzi Shore. Have you worked at the Comedy Store? Yeah. It is so like full circle to see the behind the scenes comedy show bit. So I gotta ask you guys, I have a really, really direct therapist, okay? And he tells me that if you took a room and you said everyone who doesn't feel loved, stand over here, and everyone who feels like what they do isn't good enough, stand over here, he told me that it would be all women on this side and all men on this side. Do you guys agree with that?
No.
No? Do you feel loved, or do you feel like what you do isn't good enough? Love? Woo! That's awesome. How many happily married people here? I love Mr. and Mrs. Driggs. I totally love them. How many happily single people here? Nice! Okay, I totally ID'd the happily married people and the happily single people. Now I'm curious, how many bitter, baggage-laden old sods here? Yes! Awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to close with this. Being Catholic, you know, the whole repression thing. Yeah, it's true. How many people grew up on Sigmund and the Sea Monsters? Batman and Robin? Yeah, Batman and Robin, all that tying up. Can't get loose, Catwoman. It gave me a funny feeling in my belly. I feel really good about closing on that. So, Driggs, before you take the stage, these fine people, it's back to school night. Who feels like they need a little something something for back to school night? Gentlemen with the fine hat, the fine sassy chapeau. You're an educator?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to tell me your favorite animal, or would you like me to guess?
I'll let you guess.
Give me a hint. Is it black and white or pink spotted?
Pink spot.
Woo! The sloth for the gentleman in the corner. Nice. How many other people need to erase their past? Nice. Daniel, did I see you raise your hand? Are you feeling very penguin-y or very turtle-y? I hate turtles. I got bit by a turtle when I was 5. I hate them. Penguins mate forever. Nice. Oh my God. Driggs wants me to get off the stage, and I've got one more sloth. Who's it going to? Jennifer, I saw your hand first. Mrs. Driggs, I have unidentifiable animals. Would you like a panda, or would you like I think it's a dog. You got the big one. Panda! Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a fabulous evening, and I suggest you order the Swiss mushroom burger. Thank you, and good night.
Brenna Kelly.